Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. I hope you're all okay. Today's video is going to be the second in my Christmas series. So excited for Christmas this year. And this is going to be another So the Trends video, but this time with a much more casual focus. So just in case you missed it, last week I shared a So the Trends video with more of a kind of Christmas party theme to it, lots of dresses, lots of sort of fancy kind of things that you could wear if you're going out and about this Christmas. Today's video is going to focus much more on the kind of casual side of Christmas, but maybe with a little bit of a sparkly, glitzy feel to it as well. So if you're like me, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I tend to wear dresses for maybe Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and then I kind of peter out and get more casual as the days go on. I'm hoping that there's going to be a little bit in both videos for everyone. So if you are new to my channel, I'm Sally. This is my channel, Secret Life of a Seamstress. I mainly talk all about dressmaking and sewing. So I share lots of sewing inspiration videos, also share what I've been making, what I'm planning to make, fabric hauls, sew-alongs and things like that. I'd love to have you as a subscriber if you aren't already. If you are a regular viewer and subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again today. So just quickly before I get into the video, I will share what I'm wearing today. So today I'm wearing a handmade Ogden cami, which is sewn from a beautiful Atelier Brunette viscose dobby fabric. I love this cami, it goes so well underneath cardigans and shirts and pretty much everything really, which was exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm really pleased with this one. I am actually wearing it with a ready-to-wear cardigan, which is really nice and cosy, and this was from Marks and Spencer, and a pair of ready-to-wear jeans. So just one handmade garment today. But since this is a video all about cozy casual, I wanted to be cozy, and it's really chilly today, so yeah, I just wanted to keep nice and warm. So with all that said, let's get into the video, and as with my last video, I'm not going to talk in too much detail about the patterns that I share, but I will link everything in the description of this video below. So if there is any more detail that you would like about any of the patterns or fabrics that I share, all the information should be in the description below. I just didn't want this video to be too long. So as with all my So the Trends videos, I'm just going to pop in some inspiration images that I've found around on Pinterest and on the high street, and I'll then share some patterns and fabrics that I've found that I think you could use to recreate these looks. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 casual looks that I've seen around for Christmas this year and the patterns that you can use to recreate them. The first look that I've seen around on Pinterest and the high street was a t-shirt but with a twist. So I've seen lots of boxy style t-shirts around which have been slightly elevated just to make them that little bit more festive, just by using say sequined fabrics or velvets or anything with a bit of glitz in it really. And these were being worn with jeans or with leggings or faux leather leggings or fancy joggers and treggings and things like that, just to make them that little bit more dressy and a little bit more Christmassy, but still really comfy and casual as well. So the first pattern I thought that you could use to recreate this look is the Ebon tee by So Explicit Patterns. I've shared this t-shirt quite a lot actually. I think it's a very underrated pattern and I absolutely love it. So the Ebon tee is a really simple style t-shirt. It's literally made from a back and front pattern piece, and then the neckline, the armholes and the hem are all bias bound. You don't have to use bias binding for the bottom hem, but you can just turn it up if you prefer, but the bias binding does obviously give a really neat finish. So what I like about this t-shirt pattern is that it can actually be sewn from either a woven or a knit fabric. So perfect if you want to make it from say a luxe sort of knit fabric with some glitter running through it, or a drapey stretch velvet or a sequined knit or something like that. Of course you could also make it really nice and Christmassy just by making it from a drapey satin or a silk or something that would be really nice and just elevate it a little bit more for a casual top with a little bit of a Christmas twist. The Ebon tee pattern does have a nice curved hemline, but if you wanted that sort of more boxy cropped feel, you could definitely just square it off at the waist and that would be really easy to do. I do have a video of me sewing this pattern and I'll link that down below. It only takes around an hour to sew up if you are experienced in sewing. It's a super speedy one, so I thought I would include that one. Next pattern I wanted to include, and please don't hate me for talking about this pattern again, but it's the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top. And the reason I included this pattern is because I've seen a lot of these gathered sort of sweetheart neckline t-shirts around. So the Agnes t-shirt could quite easily be dressed up just by making from a sparkly jersey. While I'm talking, I'll just put in a couple of fabrics that I think would be perfect for a Christmassy Agnes top. So yeah, lots of different options available with the Agnes top, but I think because it's quite a fitted style, it does look quite dressy. The third pattern I thought you could use to make a really nice dressy t-shirt is the Adrienne blouse by Friday Pattern Company. So this is a really lovely top pattern. It has a scooped neckline at the front and the back. It's elasticated over the shoulders, and the sleeves are really lovely balloon style sleeves, really nice and gathered. And it has that kind of big sleeve energy feel to it, which looks a little bit more dressed up if you're just wearing, say, a pair of jeans and a nice top. So again, you could make this one from a really nice sparkly viscose jersey or a luxe jersey or something like that, or just a plain viscose jersey in a Christmassy colour like a cream or a green or burgundy or red or something like that. But those are three tops that I thought would be great for dressy Christmas wear. The next look I wanted to include, because I'm loving it and it's everywhere at the moment, is the jumper dress. So jumper dresses are, as I say, everywhere all over the high street at the moment, and they're worn really long and really oversized, and I think they look really good. And what could be more comfortable than wearing a big baggy oversized jumper on Christmas Day? It would just be perfect because it's nice and baggy, there's no waistline there, so it's not going to annoy you if you're eating or drinking lots. And if you're just sitting around at home or around someone else's house, then yeah, what could be more comfy and cozy? So these were worn not necessarily as Christmas outfits, but just really cozy outfits, really. Lots of creams around, lots of kind of earthy colours again. I think if you want to wear a sweater dress for Christmas time, there's definitely a bit of sparkle you could add to a sweater dress to make it that little bit more festive. So three patterns I found that I thought you could use to recreate this look are: number one, the South Bank sweater dress, another sweater dress pattern which is definitely on my radar. I thought I would include it today because I think it is a really good representation of this style. Lots of the sweater dresses that I was seeing on the high street had the big high neck. The South Bank sweater dress looks to me as though it's more of a kind of mid-thigh length dress. But I think if you wanted to go for that really sort of long midi dress look with a pair of chunky boots or trainers or even slippers, I think you could definitely lengthen the South Bank sweater dress pattern down and have it as a really long sweater dress, and that would look really nice. You could actually leave off the hemband so that it doesn't have that cinched in bottom. A lot of the sweater dresses that I was seeing just had quite a straight hem, and I think you could definitely do that with the South Bank as well. The Billy sweater dress by Tilling the Buttons is also a really good one for a sweater dress pattern because it has the option of the nice balloon sleeves, which just makes it that little bit more dressy, I think, and especially if you sew this from a really nice sparkle fabric or even like a velvet or something like that, or something with sequins in, it would make a really good comfy cozy dress that you could just wear with tights and slippers, and it would be a really comfy Christmas dress. If you want a slightly more fitted knit dress, then the Nico dress by True Bias is a great one. This one has a high neckline as well, but you wouldn't necessarily need to have the high neck if you didn't want to. You can make this one sleeveless or you can make it with long sleeves, so it's quite a figure hugging dress. It's a nice sort of straight style, but it does have the slits at the side if you're planning to make the longer version of the dress so that you can walk around easily in it. And I really love the style of this one. It's one that I'm kind of in and ahhing over. I really like it. Not necessarily a fan of the high neckline on myself, but I do like the straight style, and I've seen quite a lot of dresses on the high street similar to this, and I think they look great with like a shirt worn over them or a shacket or something, and a nice pair of big chunky boots, and it just looks like a great casual cozy outfit. It would be great for Christmas Day. Another pattern that I came across in my search was the Emporia Patterns Astrid sweater dress. And I really like this one. This again is a little bit more of a fitted style. It has some nice patch pockets in the front. And there's an image here of it being worn in a nice red jersey, and I thought that looked really festive. It would be really great to wear over leggings just with a pair of boots. or some nice woolly tights or something like that. Just a lovely casual cozy dress. The next look I thought I would include is a lovely baby doll style mini dress. So you might not necessarily think of dresses as kind of comfy casual wear, but actually I think sometimes there's nothing more comfy than just wearing a big oversized baby doll dress with a pair of tights. I have seen this look around quite a lot again on Pinterest and the high street. It's just a nice casual Christmas look made from lots of different fabrics, so your traditional sort of velvets and sequiny kind of fabrics, tartans and checks and things like that, or even sort of satiny fabrics as well. So a couple of patterns I thought I would include for a good baby doll dress look are firstly the I Am Patterns Cassiope dress. So I've made this pattern a few times. It's a great pattern and I thought I would include it today, mainly because it comes in a child's version as well. So this is a really nice one to make if you want to do a sort of mummy and me type look. So the adult version of the Cassiope dress is a really simple style, easy to make dress. It slips on over your head, so you don't need to add in any fastenings or anything like that. It's oversized enough that you can just pull on over your head. It has raglan sleeves, so the sleeves are really easy to sew in. But yeah, I think this one would look lovely sewn from a drapey velvet. I think that would look beautiful worn with a pair of black tights, and it would be really nice and warm and comfy to wear. So as I say, this one does come in a child size as well, so you can make it for a little girl if you have a little girl in your life. And I think if you made an adult dress in a velvet or a tartan or something, and then made the same dress in the same fabric for the little girl in your life, I think that would look really cute. I've made this dress for me and my daughter, and I can confirm that the pattern is lovely. I've made quite a few versions of this dress for my daughter, and it's just a really nice, easy dress for a little girl to wear. The child's version does come with a button fastening at the back, so it's easier to get on and off for a child. As I say, the adult one doesn't have a fastening, but I do believe there is a hack that you can add the button band in if you want to. Another great baby doll dress pattern is of course the Indigo dress by Tilly and the Buttons. So there are so many different versions you can make of this dress now. You can add frills, you can make it short sleeve, you can make it long sleeve, you can add tiers and gathers. But the Indigo dress is a really good sort of basic baby doll style dress that you can hack around and make it your own. So I think the Indigo dress would look lovely sewn from a velvet, but I also think it would look great sewn from like a brushed cotton in a tartan or something like that. So many possibilities with the Indigo dress, but I couldn't really mention baby doll dresses without mentioning the Indigo. If you want something a little bit more dressy, perhaps, then the Maya Sotis dress is a really good one as well. I love the Maya Sotis dress because it's just so many possibilities with it. You can make it short sleeve, long sleeve, you can have the frilly sleeve, you can sew it long or short. I think the Maya Sotis is really nice sewn from a drapey viscose. I made and wore a Maya Sotis dress for Christmas last year, and I can confirm that it was really comfy to wear all of Boxing Day. Another really pretty baby doll style dress is the Kokowara Crafts honeycomb dress. So this one is again another just kind of classic baby doll style dress with buttons at the back and a cute little frilly sleeve. This is a great one again if you want to dress it up, make it in a really nice satiny fabric, make it really Christmassy. I think that would be pretty as well. So on to bottoms, and what I'm seeing around everywhere at the moment are elasticated waist trousers. So we are fortunate enough to be in the time where elasticated waist trousers are actually fashionable, and not only that, they can be worn as outerwear and party wear, and they can be dressed up as well as down. So I've seen lots of kind of elevated jogger style trousers around, really glittery joggers in golds and silvers and glitter and sometimes faux leather and things like that. There are these trousers around now called treggings, which are a kind of cross between leggings and trousers, so they look a little bit more smart, but they still have the elasticated waist and quite often a drawstring waist as well, so they're really comfy to wear. But you can wear them just as much as sort of smart outerwear as you can around the house. So the first pattern I found that you could use to recreate a similar look to this is the Stylark Como trousers. So I like these trousers because they have the wider leg. So these ones have a nice elasticated waist, they have a drawstring waist as well, and they also have side pockets. So I thought I would include the Como pants as a kind of wide-legged pair of pants or trousers that you could wear with a really nice Christmassy top. Next, I couldn't not include the Hudson pants by True Bias, my absolute go-to pattern for jogging bottoms. I love them, as I know many of you do as well. But have you thought of using the Hudson pants as a pair of outerwear party clothes? I don't think I had before making this video, but certainly a lot of the styles of joggers that were around on the high street did have that tapered leg look, and they were sewn from velvet, so like a drapey kind of stretch knit velvet, or a faux leather, or a fleece fabric, like that kind of crinkle knit fabric that you can get around for a really sort of festive Christmassy feel. Another pattern that I came across which was new to me was the Cashmeret colder pants. So this is another pair of wide leg trousers. They have a flat front and an elasticated back. They look a little bit more smart in a way than the Stylark wide leg pants that I showed earlier because of that flat front. So again, you could make them in a nice drapey satin or a crepe or something like that that draped really nicely and would be really comfortable to wear as well. So that's those ones. And then lastly, I couldn't not include a pair of Christmas pyjamas. So let me know, do you stay in your pyjamas all day on Christmas Day? So I couldn't not include a pair of Christmas pyjamas in this video. I love a pair of Christmas pyjamas, who doesn't? Of course, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of pairs of Christmas pyjamas out there on the high street. It was really difficult to choose. But there were mainly two styles. That was, of course, the sort of traditional kind of shirt style full-length pyjamas with long sleeves and long legs. And then there was the more casual kind of pyjama style of legginy bottoms and then a long sleeve t-shirt top. The first pattern I thought you could use to create a beautiful pair of Christmas pyjamas was the Carolyn pyjamas by Closet Core Patterns. I absolutely love the Carolyn pyjamas. I've made quite a few different pairs now. I've not made a long sleeve version yet. I really love the traditional style of the Carolyn pyjamas. I love the notched black collar and I love the cuffs and I love the piping detail as well. There are so many different ways that you could choose to make a pair of Christmas Carolyn pyjamas. So I think a traditional pair of plaid Carolyn pyjamas would look lovely. You could use a really cozy brushed cotton plaid fabric and they would look beautiful. There's also loads of different Christmas cottons that you can use. So the Carolyn pyjamas work really well in like a quilting cotton or a cotton blend fabric like a cotton lawn or something, because you can press it really well and you can get a really neat collar with that kind of fabric. I think definitely, if you wanted to stay in your pyjamas all day on Christmas Day, then you would look very well dressed in a pair of Carolyn pyjamas. I just love them. And if you want to stay with a sort of smarter pair of pyjamas, but you want to make a pair for the whole family, then this Simplicity pattern would be absolutely perfect. This one is actually on Hobbycraft's website. So I'm pretty sure you could probably pick this up from a Hobbycraft shop if you wanted to. But I think you could make an amazing matching pair of pyjamas for every member of your family using this pattern. I think the plaid that they've used on the front of this pattern is really nice, but you could also use a novelty quilting cotton with a Christmas print on it and go really all out with the novelty. And I think that would look great and it would be really good fun. This pattern actually also includes a nightie version, so you can use the nightshirt instead. I thought I would include this one if you do want to go sort of more down the traditional pyjama route and make a pair for the whole family. Another great pyjama pattern that you could use to make a nice pair of Christmas pyjamas is the Juno pyjamas by Tilly and the Buttons from the Make It Simple book. I've made a couple of pairs of these now and I can confirm they're super comfy and cozy to wear, and I think they're a really good one to wear as loungewear as well as nightwear because of the long trousers and long sleeves that you get. I also like the cuffs that you have in the Juno, so you've got cuffs at the bottom of the trousers and on the long sleeve t-shirt as well. So quite a lot of options there for sort of fabric and colour blocking too. So these are a great pair of pyjamas to make from a cotton jersey, and there are loads of novelty Christmas cotton jerseys out there that you could use to make yourself a great pair of Juno pyjamas. If again you want to make a pair for your children as well as yourself, then Stylark have a great pair of pyjamas for kids that looks very similar to the Juno pattern. So I thought this was a great one to include if you want to make, again, a set for the whole family. I'd love to make a pair for my children. I've never actually made them a pair of Christmas pyjamas. I've made quite a few pyjamas for my daughter, but never actually a pair of Christmas pyjamas. So maybe this year I need to get around to doing that. That concludes my Sew the Trends casual edition video for today. I hope you like the patterns that I've chosen to include. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to sew anything casual or anything smart for Christmas. Let me know, are you a smart or a casual Christmas person? Let me know as well if you do stay in your pyjamas all day on Christmas Day. I'm going to go now because I think I've talked so much that my voice is actually going. But before I go, I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.